this game ends up going the distance here. Simply the income. Welcome to Coda, ladies and gents. This is the second semi-final. Up for grabs is a place in the final versus Dignitas Bling for the lion's share of the spoils in tonight's £100 Cup. Spawning in the bottom right-hand position as the blue Terran player, we have Kelazhur. His opponent spawning in the top left position, representing Dead Pixels Gaming. He's been on an absolute tear and has won the Go for SE2 Cup today as well. Is he going to try and mop up here too? He's got a pretty tough Terran to get through first. It's true. I mean it. From the bottom of my heart. Resist urge to break into song. And the odd thing is, guys, is that maybe, I reckon maybe, half of everyone on stream got that as I said it, and the other half were just like, what? I don't understand. What's going on? That's how old I am. Oh dear. Alright, so we have the pool first, coming out from True. Kelazhur starting with that sweet Rax, and he has got about a 50 gas lined up, so I fully expect to see Ein Reaper pop out of here in just a second, and there we go. Following up with the hatchery in the early game here. So things looking pretty hunky-dory. Gavin's Hardison, thank you very much for that. I've also realized that's totally not centered. My apologies, you weren't quite center screen. I fixed that now, though, don't worry about it. Kelazhur are going to be sending an SCV scout in. Let's go ahead and check what's going on. We'll see that the hatch is down. Sees that it's just less than half, by the way, and that's probably good enough. Good enough for him to know that it was a pool first. We have the Zergling speed already on its way. And things looking pretty hunky-dory, to be honest. An Overlord here from True getting in position. Now there's a nice long bit of open space here so that he can spot any hidden Terran tech over here. But really, you're just looking for add-ons at the moment. You're looking for add-ons on the starports later on, for example, to check if you've got Banshees versus Medivacs. You're looking for add-ons on the factory to see if you're facing off against Hellions or Widowmines or possibly Siege tanks. All this kind of thing, really, very, very important from a scouting point of view. We now have two Reapers moving into the main base, trying to do a little bit of damage to the Queen. Queen at the moment doing quite a good job of defending, but it is down to 60 hit points and does have to be ever so slightly careful. We have a second Queen popping out now, though. And True is going to be able to stabilize off the back of that, I think. He's also connecting the main and natural expansions via creeps. That's going to be very useful for him indeed. Meanwhile, the command center on the low ground is nearing completion for Kelazhur. He's got a reactor and a factory down. He's probably going to be switching it up into Hellion production very shortly. And we can see the triple Reaper that we have seen today already being reasonably popular. Now going to be coming out for Kelazhur here as well. Third CC on its way too. There we go, in the southern part of the main base. We have the starport instantaneously starting. Are we going to see another reactor on for the starport here? We actually need to be lifting that barracks and sort of swapping them up in just a sec. No doubt we are busy microing right now, and oh dear, we're busy microing and losing the Reapers. So a little bit of a bump in the build there for Kelazhur. And if we notice, there are no more units, unfortunately. The Reapers are all gone. Managed to take 3 workers with them, but there were 3 Reapers as well. 24 versus 31 workers right now. A little bit of a counter prod, maybe, with these Zerglings. The natural expansion only just becoming an orbital command and no bunker down. So, little bit of an opportunity maybe for Zerg to go ahead and make some inroads here. And we have the layer starting now for True as well, as the Hellion ramping up production there on Kelazhur's side of the world. Now we've got Banshees. We're talking about making sure what kind of add-ons were here. earlier, and we can see the tech lab has gone down, so Kelazhur will be trying to engage with Banshees while Hellions are moving out by ground. Now, 4 Hellions were spotted moving out here by I wonder if that's going to trigger these Zerglings to go ahead and give them a little bit of a poke, because that's going to be most excellent right now. He's looking for the Zerglings, he can't see them, and now the Overlord sees they're moving back. This is the perfect time for True to go in and see if he can't kill off a couple of workers with these Zerglings. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. It's also really good for him to leave them there and just bide his time. No, there we go. He is moving out. He is getting ready. He is ready to rock. He's moving up. Can he get inside the main base? He can't, but that's okay because we have the fox in amongst the chickens now. A mule has gone down. 2 mules have gone down. A couple more workers go down as well, and that is pretty tasty pickings, ladies and gents, for our Zerg player right now. Kelazhur, not liking that one bit. We don't have any bunker yet, still only using supply depots for this SimCity. Banshee, in the meantime, might actually get the 3rd cancelled at this rate. Let's keep an eye on those hit points. 110, 100, 90, 90, 80. Okay, we'll take some time, but it's okay. We have some Hellions to back it up. Absolutely no way that's not getting cancelled. Oh, well, unless it just gets killed outright. I mean, fair dues. True, now he's got 3 queens, which is no laughing matter. Another counterattack going in at the natural expansion. We need... Oh, has he got hold position on those SCVs? Not quite there in time. There are 5 Zerglings right now surrounding a Marauder. And more SCVs actually going down here. The Hellions having to come back and defend. They successfully do that. Number of workers killed still staying at 3. Marauder and a couple Marines going down for Kelazhur in that attack. True, making the most of these early Zerglings. And he's been using this, by the way, to go ahead and stall for time as he goes for the Mutalist transition as well into the mid-game. We're at the 10-minute mark now. The 3rd base has gone down once again for our Dead Pixels player. Kelazhur is moving out across the map, but as soon as these mutas pop, they're going to have to move on out of there because they are going to get killed so quickly. And well, Banshee doing a decent job, I suppose. We've gone up to 6 workers killed, but the Banshee definitely losing out to the mutas, and I think this is the point where Kelazhur goes, oh, hang on a second, I can't actually do any more damage with these Hellions. And he would be absolutely right. Righty-ho, double Evo Chamber coming out now. The Muta's going to be moving on into the main base. Missile turret completing inside the mineral line and another one near the production facilities as well. And I think between the missile turrets and this bunch of Marines, they will be able to move the Mutas back, but these Marines don't want to actually be too far away. There's no combat shield in these guys. And the Mutas, okay, they'd lose a few, but they could probably actually take these Marines right now. A couple of Widow Mines for good measure. The Muta's moving into the natural expansion now. Missile turret inside the natural mineral line doing good work. I really want to see the troll position, guys. Right there. Right there. Behind the satellite dish of the orbital command is where Widow Mines should go. Such a troll position and so good and so deadly. I think I saw... Who was it I was casting? I think it might have even been at Gfinity, where he killed off so many mutas, but I think it was Hart. Axiom's Hart. Kelazhur, Viking, on patrol, has killed 3 Overlords, looking for more air units to kill. You're really not, mate, because you are not going to be able to kill that. It looks like you'll be getting an unwelcome visit. Yes? No? Yes? No? Oh. Alright. Is he going to spur into action now? If he's smart, he won't. Supply depot doesn't quite go down, actually. Have we got an SCV to repair it? Nope. 20 hit points? One time? Nope. Alright. Mutalist able to take it down there. We have a triple drop coming down via the left-hand side. Let's keep an eye on that. Meanwhile, in the middle of the map, Marine continuing to hold that map control, but not for much longer. Creep is starting to move out into the middle, and we have a huge pile of Zerglings over here as well. Triple drop goes into the main. Muta's still trying to do a good amount of damage. We need to be burrowing those Widow Mines and really trying to do as much as possible. And here we go inside the main base. Wow, this Spore Crawler is doing work, already killing off a medevac here. These Mutalists, in the meantime, for True, also doing a good amount of work. Second medevac goes down. The Spore Crawler needs to have been taken down much sooner. And Zerglings and Mutas are going to now clean this up. The 3rd medevac is going to go down as well. Everything gets cleaned up there. Where are the rest of the meters? They're actually still surviving. So True at the moment holding on versus Kelazhur. He's up to 72 workers and his 4th base is about to pop compared to the 60 SCVs on 3 bases of Kelazhur, which to be fair is actually quite respectable. If Kelazhur is able to get a big scary ball army here and he's able to split well, get a couple of good Widowmine hits against those Banelings, True could be in an awful lot of trouble here. Kelazhur now attempting to load up some drops, but we have some Zerglings and Banelings marching in. We need to see some good splits from Kelazhur. We do see some good splits from Kelazhur. That was okay. Absolutely no problem there whatsoever. We now have the Marines moving back because the Mutalisks are continuing to wreak havoc inside the main base. Their numbers are continuing to climb. We're going up to 18 and counting. No further drops outstanding on the map right now, which means all the damage is going in one direction. And that's True's way. Hi, bunker. Bye, bunker. He won't quite have enough, though. Oh, never mind. I thought that was just one Baneling left. Turns out there are 2. Number of workers killed this game. 27-7 in True's favor, and Kelazhur is getting a little bit squeezed right now. Here comes a drop now. The Spore Crawler has been killed off inside the main base. That's going to be really annoying for True. But only annoying if he's actually able to get some stuff done. Well, Queen goes down. Oh, and I tell you what, that number of Mutalisks ain't going down at all. Medevac could boost, won't boost, dies, etc., etc. Small number of Zerglings moving out, and this is actually a little bit of a scarier force moving out across the middle of the map, but there are only 2 Widowmines with this. The Marines do have their upgrades now. They've got Combat Shield, they've got Stim available to them. 2-2 is on its way, but another flank attack here. Oh my god. Repair? One time? No, no repair. Empty bunker. Problems for Kelazhur right now as True starts decimating this 3rd base location. We have Lings inside the main and natural as well. The army is coming back. There is no counterattack. This could be the beginning of the end. The economy is in ruins. GG! And Dead Pixels True has 1 foot in the final and a match with Bling, taking game number 1 of this best of 3 against Kelazhur.